All right, Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out. Prophesy the downfall of America. First and foremost, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, and the sincere Shalom to all the Akim laboring in truth and sincerity, sound doctrine across the four winds. We're coming to you another week. Pretty much prophesy the downfall of Babylon, aka America. You know, when we come to save the tribe, well, not save, but the elect, wake up the elect out of each tribe from Judah, Benjamin, Levi on down. You know, these are the bywords that was put on our people. And it's been an all-out war between pretty much Jacob and Esau throughout, you know, the whole history of this world. You know, life as you see it here on earth. Okay, from the foundations of the earth, it was always predicted that Jacob would hate Esau. Well, let's say Esau will hate Jacob, okay? Because it's already naturally in us to be loving people.
Actually, do they hate us?
Hey, do you hate Jacob, your brother?
Black people.
Excuse me. Do you hate black people, Jacob, your brother, Esau? I'm using those biblical terms because our people only relate to being called white or black. You know, the bywords that was put on us. And the white man chose his self-entitlement to be called white or pure. Okay, when nothing come out of the white man but lies, okay, war. They want to hide who you are, but they want to paint themselves to being every civilization known to man. You gotta go to the movies and see a movie on The Last Samurai, but Tom Cruise playing the last damn samurai. You know, the Edomites. You know, they're more built for, you know, cowardly war. You know, you look at them now, they want to get rid of actually boots on the ground. They want to create a whole AI fleet if they could, man. You know, those grunts you see out there in the front lines, they are pretty much those vessels fitted for destruction, or they're just created in vain, man. Because only an idiot would go to war for Esau, man, or go to war for America. You hear when you hear the different rumors of wars. You'll hear our people say, we get ready to go to war. Who's we? Who do you mean we?
Right.
Okay? We ain't nothing but slaves or a product in this corporation called America, man. We expendable according to them, man. You got it out. And we in that time where these so-called rumors of war are actually acts of war, man. People not used to seeing all-out war on their soil of America, man. Some of you people probably was here, even us, you know, during the different civil wars and the wars that happened on the soils of America, but that hasn't happened in a long time. You see the war between Israelites, okay, the war between the police department, so-called war on drugs, but it's actually the war and extermination on Israelites. Period.
I got a question.
You know, I mean, we're not opposed to questioning. So if people have a question, you know, we're open to that. You know, that's what we're here for. Because we got to preach to all nations of people, not just so-called black people, man. You got it, out.
All right. This is Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep.
You know, it's high time to wake out of the sleep that people are in. You know, people in that same routine, week in and week out. Wake up, go to work, come home, get the kids ready, go to bed, go to work, go home, same old routine. And when you got your little petty 2 days off from Esau, from the plantation, you want to go spend the time on the town, you know? Enjoy, what they call it, enjoying the fruits of your labor. And we're going to enjoy the fruits of our labor in the kingdom, Lord willing, we one of those men. You know? Our paycheck is going to be far better than anything we can receive here on Esau's plantations.
Yeah.
You know, some people take pride in where their places of employment here on earth.
Yep.
For what?
I got this job, I got that.
For what? We all slaves, man. We all here to make somebody else dream that much better, man. You go to CVS, you're making somebody who probably never even touched foot in college wealthy. Your top, Fortune 500 companies, a lot of those men never even been to college, man. They probably never even finished with middle school or whatever, man. You got it. Okay, you got it.
All right, I got a priest.
What's his name?
J.P. Morgan.
J.P. Morgan only had his third grade education. Zuckerberg and all them, they never really finished college. Bill Gates didn't finish college.
Zuckerberg pretty much ran with he was a partner,
Yeah.
and he ran with his idea and got rich off of it.
Yep.
Same thing with Apple and Macintosh. You know what I mean? Apple and the other two guys.
I forgot his name.
Bill Gates and
the other guy.
yeah, Steve Jobs.
Jobs, yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys never, them high-ranking Jews, they don't really go to college, and if they do, they pay it. Because remember, they go to their own colleges.
Yep.
They go to that academy, that Hebrew academy, and they learn finances.
Yep.
So they pretty much already have degrees.
They learn the master of their trade, their whole spirit. You know,
Right.
finance.
Right.
How to finagle, play with
Yep.
numbers.
Yep.
You know.
So when they go to college, that's just a cover-up. Just
Yep.
to say, look on the wall. I went to, what's the college they go to?
Yale.
Yale. I went to Yale. George Bush was the dumbest motherfucker to walk the block.
Hey, he said all he did in college was get high. Hey, you really think a Roethlisberger, a goddamn Rothschild, is in school deciding whether should I take business science or African studies this year?
Would you? When we get to the kingdom, are we gonna say, well, let's set up a college?
Yeah.
You know?
Community college for the less fortunate.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they making a decision between what is it called? General knowledge. You know, the general class you take when you go to college.
Right.
They're making a decision between
101.
that 101's general studies compared to African studies, man.
Right.
Man, they going to learn the basics. All we really need in this world, you know, if this was a perfect society, is the scriptures, math. Okay, reading. We wouldn't be practicing reading English though. You know, we're not gonna have to teach our children the laws and commandments no more, man. It's gonna be already in us.
Yeah, that's in Hebrews 8 chapter.
Come.
And no one would ever have to teach his neighbor.
Yep. Was there a precept
Yeah, I had a precept going on to waking out of sleep. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 33. No, 15 and 34, Salaka. Awake to righteousness and sin not, for some have not the knowledge of Yahweh. I speak this to you shame. I mean, and basically me bringing that precept out, that's telling you to wake up out of sleep. Basically, you sleep when you're sitting up there doing all these worldly things, sinning and doing all those things. But like the brother brought out earlier, this high time to wake out of sleep, meaning right now, man.
Right.
When you got the Lord's prophets out here prophesizing to you, trying to get you to wake up out of the old ways of being in these byword, calling yourself a so-called black, Puerto Rican, Salaki, Jamaican, Haitian. I mean, we got biblical names that our Creator, the Father, gave us, and we just stuck on being bywords and not wanting to get up out of these things, man. That's why it's high time to wake out of sleep.
Being called an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin carries a far more righteous vibration than be known as an African American, man. You know, we trying to preach the word so people won't get caught up in the spiritual war that's going on and the physical war that's coming. We trying to wake up people so they won't become casualties of it. But do they care? No. Only the elect is going to wake up to prevent themselves from being a casualty of whatever war comes to this place. But right now, this spiritual war, our people are losing it badly, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And Salaki, the thing about that spiritual war, it's non-stop. That spiritual war. If you don't wake up out of sleep, that spiritual war gonna break you down. And when that real war, that World War III come, you ain't gonna be ready. You ain't gonna be ready. It's gonna happen so fast, man, and you're gonna be in a state where you're gonna panic. But if you wake out of sleep now, while the Lord putting the spirit on brothers to be out here prophesizing in the streets through YouTube and other avenues, you'll get a better understanding of what's going on.
Every world war Esau always introduced some type of new weaponry, man.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
And this Third World War is about to be some major major stuff that he's about to show. EMPs.
Yeah.
I got a precept on that.
Con. He wants to see how his blessing actually works on real people in real time. He don't want to just say, "Oh, I got this new Excalibur weapon." No, they want to actually see it put people to death. You got it out. My bad.
All right. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. But when they shall say peace and safety, this sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child.
And right now we're in that time where you can consider, oh, it's peace and safety now. You know, nothing's going on here in America. It hasn't been a attack in a minute. But speaking of an attack, you know, the Lord sends an example, man.
Are you a Satanist? You got the goat beard.
Hey, but the thing, that's a spirit though, because people could actually be Satanists and don't even know it. You know.
Yeah.
But he definitely got
Antichrist.
He definitely got the what is he called? The beard.
The Alzheimer.
Yeah, come. Hey, you can bring that back out again now.
Oh, okay. He's reading. Okay.
No, you can get the one he asked for too.
No, bring that. Go ahead and read it.
All right. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. But when they shall say peace and safety, this sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child.
Right. Now we're gonna get them unexpected pains that's gonna come to you. Then it's gonna be, you know what? We're trying to gear your minds up to actually be able to see it physically, man. How can you spiritually gather yourself to see a whole block wiped out? Okay? Or you see a helicopter land in the middle of your block and you got troops coming out of it. How can you spiritually and mentally prepare yourself at you know, just like that? You know? That's why hearing this word, it gear you up to be able to receive it better. You know? That's why Esau even practiced what he called hidden in plain sight. They show you their agenda way before they put it to action. Mm-hmm. So when it happens to you, it won't come as such a surprise. You know? Yeah. But on the flip side of that, we're trying to warn you, but hey, only people that's going to get it is the ones who are ordained to get it. You call for something? No. All right.
No, he did.
What was that scripture you called for out?
Well, you got call it out.
What number was it? Said Luke 17. 27. All right, this is Luke 17 and 27. They did eat, they drank, they married wives.
Go to 26.
26. And as it was in the days of Noah.
Now you go to Genesis, the 9th chapter. Going back to Genesis, it goes into that. Go ahead.
So shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man.
Keep going. Oh, brother can break it down.
Yeah, come on. Like in the days of Noah, they were doing the same thing that people are doing now. Marrying and giving into marriage, partying, taking a stroll on a Saturday. You know, in a real comfort zone. You know? But what happens when someone come in and ruin your comfort zone with truth? You don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear this. Oh man, go ahead. Y'all been saying that forever, man. I heard that when I was a child.
Yeah, because if it happened right away, then you would have a bunch of phony believers.
Yep.
So it needs to go on, and then after a while, even Jake and the truth.
It's getting old. It's got to keep running, like you say. It's got to keep running its course, like over and over, to the point where it's just like when it happens, you already prepared. You know, you've been already geared for it.
Just like the Y2K thing. Everybody, all the Jake was in so-called in the truth, waiting for Y2K. Then it ain't happened. They fell out. Man, they said Y2K, but according to the scriptures, the world is going to end. So what if a brother may have been wrong? So what?
They waiting on High Priest Ariana to save him.
Yeah, they just
Yahweh coming.
Right. And that don't mean that they're a false prophet. That means that they desire to see the day of the Lord, man. The same way we are.
That's in the book of Ezekiel too, when it goes into going back and forth with a prophecy and it don't happen.
Right.
You know. I got a precept real quick.
Even the one that says, because sentence against an evil deed ain't executed speedily, man.
Yeah, how was y'all saying he don't know?
Yeah.
Right.